You know, it's always such a weird time at the start of a new Overwatch season, I'll be honest. Part of me really hopes that this new season, whatever it is, turns into a reason to drag my friends back on the game and maybe instill some actual faith that the game is on the come up. And I can't ever really actually let my guard down too much because it's Blizzard, and it feels like there's always something that happens slightly before or at the start of a new season that, in my opinion, completely kills my mood for the game. I just feel like I'm grinding it out after that point. I'm not having the most fun with it because the company around it is terrible.
Damn you! Yes, many have.
And well, with Season 10, especially with the event mode not really being there to kind of distract us a bit, I can say that we're kind of in the same situation again. So aside from this theme being great this season, I think we should just jump into some of the problems with the new season so far that people are kind of already talking about. So a big one is queue times for players who are GM and they're queuing together. Players have reported waiting up to an hour plus just to find a match because of the new grouping system. An hour for ranked is crazy. Another player has indicated that they left a match after two of their team members had already abandoned the match and they were given a penalty across the board. So they were playing ranked, they left after their teammates left, and then they weren't even able to play quick play. So the matchmaking system and then the problematic penalty system that players had warned them about turned out to be kind of broken this season. Who would have thought? I mean, we kind of told them the penalty system was dumb, but they don't listen to us anyways. So moving on, the new mythic skin system is honestly such a joke that deserves to be bashed. So according to the shop and how Blizzard set everything up, older mythic skins new players might have wanted, or players who missed out might have, wanted a chance to get again, are now worth around 50, 60, 70, $80 according to Blizzard. I think it is just so ridiculous that players don't actually get that chance to catch up in terms of missed out mythic skins. The new mythic skin system doesn't really fix that problem because it's not really letting players catch up on what they missed out on. They kind of have to pick and choose, and the one that's currently in the battle pass or in the shop for the season, once that's gone, you can't even get it for 2 more seasons. It's a very obvious example of FOMO, and I just don't know what the hell they think they're doing. You need to give them the same amount of money it takes to get Baldur's Gate 3 if you want to buy a mythic. It's just absolutely insanity, especially because some of these mythics are much worse than others. It's like they're going out of their way to be as badly monetized as every other game is. But I feel like they should be doing the opposite. They should be player friendly. They should be player forward, because so many of the bad, greedy decisions they did in the first place is what pushed so many players away. So to see that they're not really changing or learning, and yeah, they give us a couple of coins in the battle pass, to see that they also add this really disgusting thing, it just feels like a step forward and 2 steps back, and I just don't like it.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
And lastly, I'm sure you guys might have already heard if you've been on YouTube or Twitter, because a lot of people are talking about it, but Blizzard banned a pro Overwatch player from competing because he used swear words that I think most middle schoolers have heard by now in his chat logs. And when there was pushback because Overwatch is a game with adult themes and even its own characters cursing, as well as BAMF belt that Cassidy has, the customer support decided they just doubled down. So you'll see some big content creators talking about it, taking any chance they can to dump on Blizzard and Overwatch, and I don't think they're entirely wrong in this situation. I think it's another Blizzard L. Why have a profanity filter if profanity isn't allowed? We know most of the moderation is done by bots at this point, so they could have just said, oh, you're right, it's a bot that got you, we messed up. But see that they doubled down on the whole thing, and Blizzard's customer support kind of looked like morons on Twitter. The whole thing's just a mess, and it's embarrassing for our game and the company as a whole. Like I said earlier, it's always like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and I'm just so tired of it, because we're at season 10 and it feels like this happens every season. It's gotta stop, dude. I'm so tired of it. So those are kind of my thoughts on the entire thing and the season's start so far. I am looking forward to the event game mode because I do like the theme of this season, but I just hope that hopefully in the future we can get a season that releases and there's not broken heroes or controversies around the company and its game. We could just have a release and all enjoy it, and there's not going to be some insane story like there always is, like it feels like there always is.